Hello, everyone. Happy Black Music Month and happy Pride Month. We're halfway through June, which is crazy. It's about to be over. I always say this every single month. All the months are flying by. Life waits for no one. And while life is short, so is also my book. That wasn't a very good introduction. But yeah, check out my book, What If I Ruled the World? Poems Inspired by Music. Poems by me, your boy. My first book ever. I always like to show the back. And I don't really have a new book update. I read out my outlines, but I haven't filled them in. So that'd be good, update to give at some point. So yeah, we're here to talk about Chromakopia, which I've been talking about all week. And this is Tyler, technically his 8th album, I found out, because they're counting, was it Goblin? I don't think that's the right name. Hold on. No, they're counting, what was it? Was it Bastard? I feel like I said the name wrong in my short video, but yeah, I think they're counting that as a. Well, in his Wikipedia, it's so weird. So his Wikipedia says that Goblin is his debut, but then when you click on Bastard, it says that it's now his debut album. So we're gonna go with what I originally went with, which was this is his 7th album. But we're gonna get into some background about him. He's an American rapper, singer, record producer, and fashion designer. He is cited as one of the most influential figures of pop culture of his generation. Excuse me. Due to his unique eclectic. I don't think I've ever seen that word spelled out. Eclectic and colorful music and fashion styles, popularizing rap music as an internet phenomenon that included a new wave of alternative rap and R&B artists during the 2010s. He became known as the leader in the late 2000s. He emerged on the internet as a leader and co-founder of the music collective Odd Future, in which he participated as a rapper, producer, director, and actor, with his studio albums that he produced himself for its respective members and performing on a sketch comedy show, The Water Squad. He also did collaborations with the group. He developed his career with his self-released debut mixtape, Bastard, which they still have it. Oh, you know what? This might not be updated because I copied it from my last video. I did not even go and get this fresh from Wikipedia. So, yeah, it could actually be changed. So, disregard me ranting about that earlier, which earned him recognition in online music press as an emerging artist in the indie scene in his debut studio album Goblin, which brought him mainstream exposure, aided by the popularity of singles Yonkers and his music video. I think he ate a cockroach in the video. That was very, very gross, but I mean, hey, got attention. During this period, he faced controversy in the media for his horrorcore influenced sound and his violent, transgressive lyrical content, which I've talked about. He released his second album, Wolf. He began to separate himself from his horrorcore productions, turning to more accessible sounds with fusions of jazz, soul, and R&B. After the release of Cherry Bomb in 2015 and 2000, reading too fast. There. In 2017, he released Flower Boy, the first of a successful trio that would be followed by Igor 2019 and Call Me If You Get Lost 2021, which earned him widespread critical acclaim and commercial success. The latter two debuting at number 1 on the Billboard 200, and each winning Best Rap Album at the 2020 and 2022 Grammy Awards, respectively. He's become a prominent figure in fashion with his clothing ventures Golf Wang and Le Fleur, and for collaborations with major brands. I'm trying to read this quickly, but I think I'm doing it too quickly. He's known for his contributions with major brands such as Lacrosse, Converse, and Louis Vuitton. He's also the founder of Camp Flog Gnog Carnival Festival, which has been held annually since 2012. It's had people like Kanye West, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Lana Del Rey, Billie Eilish, among others. He's also directed all of the music and personal videos of his career under the pseudonym Wolf Haley, which is one of his alter egos. He's won 2 Grammy Awards, 3 BET Hip Hop Awards, a Brit Award, and an MTV Video Music Award. In 2019, he was named Music Innovator of the Year by the Wall Street Journal. So we got a lot going on. And I wanted to talk about, first of all, what the album means. Chromakopia. So it follows the alter ego Saint Chroma, which we talked about in my short video, and chroma meaning color and copa meaning abundance. The album name promises much variety, and boy does it deliver. So that comes from an article which I'm gonna link. I linked it somewhere in one of my notes. So I'm gonna link it if you want to read more. That article actually breaks down every single song. I'll be honest, I didn't read the whole thing, but it seemed like it was breaking down each song. But I just wanted to get the definition of what the heck a chromacopia even was. So there's that. It was released October 28th, 2024, so just last year. The genre is hip hop, R&B, and jazz. You can stream it on YouTube Music, Apple Music, Pandora, Deezer, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Amazon Music. I want to complain about something for 1 second. I kind of have to guess at this because before, when you looked up an album, they have like a listen tab on Google, and like they don't have that anymore. And it's like, oh, you want to do AI mode? It's like, no, I just want to have listen so I can see where I can listen to this album. So this is kind of an assumption. It's going to be everywhere. I know some of these you might have to pay extra. Like I think SoundCloud for certain albums you do have to pay extra to listen to, and some albums the artist just lets you listen to it. So just saying. Usually SoundCloud's free, but it just depends. So the vibes I get from this album are fame, love, parenthood, which I would never have thought that would have been a vibe from a Tyler the Creator album. So I'm going to get into my favorite songs, my least favorite songs, and my overall opinion. So my first favorite song is this the first song? Yeah, this is the first song. It's called Saint Chroma, which is the alter ego that he is portraying on this album, featuring Daniel Caesar. This is a great opening track, I thought. Tyler bragging about I cannot speak today. Always believing in yourself, in himself, and his mom was also hyping him up. His mom's like in the beginning of like every track. I think she's like saying some kind of encouraging thing every track. Daniel sounds good, but he's still canceled for me. LOL. But he ate up this one thing. He did this one thing though. I will say he sounded good. And this is a good introduction to this new world in alter ego, which he does talk to himself. Does that sound right? Yes. He talks to himself as his alter ego in the song. I'm pretty sure it was this song. But he doesn't do that too much throughout the album, which I kind of wanted like some more back and forth. I feel like he has done that before. Maybe he wanted to do something different and not do it like so much, but that would have been nice. And then the next favorite song is called Hey Jane, which apparently is a contraceptive company, which makes sense for this song. It's a pregnancy scare bop, lol. Never thought that I would combine those words together. It's a very intriguing song. You have the perspective of both Tyler, or I guess it would be the alter ego, Saint Chroma, and Jane, which makes the situation well-rounded and thoughtful. So basically, you get his perspective of like the pregnancy scare, and you get her perspective of the pregnancy scare. It's a very different kind of song for him, but also very introspective and talking about is he really ready to be a father or not? Which for some people could be scary. I feel like it's a big responsibility. It definitely is a big responsibility, but some people just treat it like whatever. So that's another story for another day. My next favorite song is called I Killed You. Another very different song from him, a natural hair bop. Love the different styles done. Um, Oh, I think I meant to say hair. I said hate. Yes, I love the different styles done to hair talked about. Yeah, from straightening to relaxing to having jerry curls. So it's talking about hair in the song, showing how we as black people have assimilated over time and then finally accepting our hair in the end. So I thought that was a really cool song. I love that song. Obviously, it's one of my favorites. And then I actually had a lot more favorites. I really did like this album. But of course, I try to limit it to four. Hope You Find Your Way Home was the last song. It was a great ending song to the album, especially with the last voicemail of his mom being so proud of him. A lot of the things of potentially being a parent, but not being ready and acknowledging his selfishness, bragging about his success and how far he's gotten are present. So those are some of the themes throughout the album. But those are the main themes, pretty much. And it ends with Chromacopia chant that loops into the first song, which is literally bringing it full circle. So yeah, he does chant Chromacopia. I can't remember. I think it's in the beginning and the end of the first song. So then at the end, so if you listen to the whole album and loop it again, it is at the end of the last song. So then it goes into the first song. So do I want to do my ranking first? I don't want to. Let me do my overall opinion, and then I'll tell you my ranking, my new ranking. So I really enjoyed this album. Oh, I did not have any least favorite songs, so that was good. I can't remember if my other reviews I've had a least favorite song of his, but I probably have. But I don't know if I had it for like every album. But anyway, I don't think I did because I looked at some of my notes. Some of the albums that I had like a 10 out of 10 for, or a 9 out of 10. I don't think I did, but I can't remember now. But anyway, I really enjoyed this album. I looked at the time of the album, like I saw it was gonna be 53 minutes. And I kind of dreaded it initially, but honestly, it goes by fast, but in a good way. Like it's really entertaining. I didn't have any songs I hated, but I do wish there was the other single, Noid. I wish it was getting more radio play because I feel like Sticky is getting overplayed. And I feel like that one's kind of more mainstream anyway. Like I do like it, but I wish there were more singles because I feel like there are more songs that are worthy of being singles. Um, I don't hate Sticky, but I'm kind of like, y'all ain't want to put out no more singles. Like we ain't getting nothing else. Just those two. And then the radio's not even playing Noid, so I'm like, we gotta push something. But anyway, that might not be his objective. It might just be the art, you know. And I've seen him do some live performances of the um. My brain is just not working. I've seen him do live performances of Chromacopia, and he's very into it with his alter ego and the wardrobe and stuff and the aesthetics. So that might not even be like his focus to have a bunch of singles. What else did I say? Oh, I love that his mom is throughout the album. That was really cool. She was giving all this kind of advice. And the last song, she was kind of emotional, and it made me emotional too because she was talking about, there's a song. I feel like him. I don't think it's a single, but I feel like it's, or at least on TikTok, it was kind of trending. But he's talking about his dad and do I look like my dad? And I guess trying to like see, oh, like am I like him? Like in a negative way? Like he's kind of worried about it. But then his mom at the end of the album is kind of like, I'm sorry I kept you away from your dad. It was my fault. And it was kind of sad. I was like, don't let me cry during the last track. But I was glad that she was like upfront and like open about her role in kind of straining their relationship. I love the themes of questioning whether he was ready to be a parent and had a great variety of other topics. We had the hair topic, we had song about, kind of wrapping up everything. There was a Judge Judy song where he's being very sexual, talking about all of his likes and stuff. And so there's like a big variety. There's a song with Tizo Touchdown called it Darling I. Yeah, that's what it's called. And he's talking about falling in love, or he doesn't want to fall in love, actually. And yeah, so there's a great variety on this album. I probably have this written down, and I just said it anyway. Oh yeah, I did say that. um, it does have a great variety of other topics. Okay, I did just say that. My only critique is it says that it has it's supposed to have jazz elements, but I didn't really hear any, so it didn't really give any jazz for me. But I definitely heard the R&B and hip hop though. I will give this album a 9 out of 10. Now I'll put it in my top three, but I still love "Call Me If You Get Lost" and "Igor" more. So I'm gonna do my ranking. So 10 out of 10, number one, "Call Me If You Get Lost," the estate sale, so like the deluxe version. Igor at 9 out of 10. Chromacopia at 9 out of 10. I didn't think it would be better than Igor, so there's that. Cherry Bomb at 8 out of 10. Wolf at 7 out of 10. Goblin at also at 7 out of 10. And Flower Boy at the bottom at 6 out of 10. I feel like somebody. I watched this ranking of y'all know that guy Anthony Fantano, and people were like, "You disrespect." Was it Cherry Bomb? I can't remember if Cherry Bomb was at the bottom or Flower Boy. One of those. Something with the B, Bomb Boy. Um, but they were like, "You're disrespecting that album," and I'm like, "Well, sorry." But that's my ranking. What is your ranking of Tyler the Creator's albums? Have you listened to Bastard, who is which is now an official album apparently? I'm gonna listen to it eventually. I'm a little nervous because it's his first like project, and I know how he was back then. And Goblin is at what number 6 out of 7, so I don't really have high hopes that Bastard's gonna be. I'm gonna like it anymore. But yeah, we'll get to that bridge when we get to it. So I decided to write a Haibun poem, which is a paragraph with a haiku at the bottom. And I wrote it inspired by the song I Killed You. And it's called Gotta Do What You Want. Gotta assimilate, so you gotta go straight. Gotta be bone straight, or I can't get the life I want. Gotta be someone else to get where I wanna be. Gotta hide you, because the white women were jealous of you. But we adapted and decorated our scarves. Gotta use grease from frying to moisturize you, because that's all we had. Gotta make sure my lace is melted so I don't get clowned online. Gotta get that Jada weighted cut so I can be an it girl. Gotta get the most expensive and long braids to show that I got it like that. Gotta always show my natural hair length to prove I'm not bald headed. Gotta accept myself no matter what, because the only opinion that matters is my own. So here's a haiku. Whether bone straight or curly, you're beautiful no matter what you do. So yeah, so that's my take on. I'm not like I don't want to say a natural hair Nazi. I feel like that's a little intense to say, but I'm not like everybody must be natural. Like I understand that like any kind of hairstyle you're gonna have is gonna be a lot of mates if you're taking care of it. Now, if you just want to look like you got a bird's nest on your head, I mean that's fine. You don't have to do anything. There's some people that don't. Like I think Bob Marley and like other like Rastafarian, which I don't mean this in a bad way, but sometimes there's some religions or beliefs where they don't comb their hair and they just let it do whatever it wants. And I thought that's fine. Um, but I'm not. But I mean, it's up to you. I don't want to be mean to people. I'm just like you do whatever you want, whatever you think is best for you, and and some I've seen a lot of people like just what I'm just gonna let my natural hair do whatever it wants and not put anything in it and just let it grow and do its own thing. And I feel like that's really admirable because I too feel like I gotta dress this girl up sometimes. You know what I mean? Gotta give her a little moisture. Gotta give her a little this. Give her a little that. I gotta give her a lot. I feel like my hair just soaks up everything. It's like it has a mouth and it's like to all the moisture. So there's that. So yeah, just do whatever you feel is right. If you think what, it's easier to maintain if I'm wearing a wig and I just let my natural hair under it and then I take it off and let it breathe for a little bit and then I put the wig back on. Do you? If you're just a natural hair girl all the time, do you? If you're a braider and your hair is braided all the time and you do it yourself, that's a lot of work. You do you. I'm not really pressed about it. I don't think that people should get relaxers though, because we've definitely seen the evidence of that not being good, not just for the hair, but also for other parts of your body, because it has been linked to, I forgot which cancer, but any kind of cancer it's linked to is not good. So that's the only thing I'm like really pressed about, like people not doing. But obviously, you can't stop anybody from doing it if they really want to. But that's the only thing I'm like, don't ever do it. But yeah, have you listened to Chromacopia? You probably have. It's been out since October. Or if you haven't, maybe you're waiting for someone else to review it. Your boy, your friend, Raquel. Maybe that's what you're waiting for. Maybe not. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I added it to my music, and I'm really happy with it. At first, like I said, I was kind of like, but you know what? It's really good. A lot of variety. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And what's your favorite Tyler Creator album? Anthony Fantano said his was Igor. I know that was number one, at least for him, but I cannot remember if it was Flower Boy or Cherry Bomb that was at the end. But it's one of those. But yeah, do you love Call Me If You Get Lost, or do you think Igor should be number one? Let me know what you think, and I will see you all next week.